And because Gyani knew he was in the wrong, right? He wanted him, he should have bought a house, should live there. Even then he shouldn't, but what it was, he left. And the other Gyanis realized then that wasn't acceptable, they were told. That was not acceptable to Gurdwara. The court again, they'd be out as well. So that was not praising Munnis, but saying that they too have qualities in terms of, they're not perfect, we're not perfect, but they did start the Gurdwaras. And they spent a lot of time in the Gurdwaras. You know. And the other thing I would say in their favour again is, I'm not sort of preaching that they are good, but one thing they did have, very rarely did they fill the funds of Gurdwara.
Did they start?
Very rarely was they ever found to fill the Gurdwara funds.
Yeah.
They were very, very strict on that. The Gurdwara Fatah Sahib Pura Rakho. And sadly, I can't always say that for people who look like me. And sadly, I say that, because they should know better. And that's the sad part. You see why I say, Guru also looks on your actions as well as your appearance. If the appearance and the actions match, then you are a shining star in Sikhi. If your appearance does not match your actions, then you are a disaster for Sikhi. And if your appearance doesn't match Sikhi, then you have a chance to succeed, because you can change your appearance if your actions are good. But if your actions are bad and your appearance is good, then you're a disaster for Sikhi, because you not realize the appearance is making you to make you a saint. Not very much. Ardas is a prayer from the heart. Ardas is basically a prayer from each one's heart. That's why Gyani does Ardas, right? And we all stand there waiting to listen to our name. Has he mentioned my £5 I gave? Disaster. Waste of time. No fruit whatsoever. None whatsoever. Gyani does Ardas, you join in. Paratul Bhagavati Samrika, Guru Nanak Lainti Aaye. Think of Guru Nanak. Think of the blessing of Guru Nanak. Well, the problem is he reads it so fast, by the time you think, finish Guru Nanak, he's finished the Ardas off. Right? But if you suddenly take that view, right, you get a different feeling for Ardas totally, because it's coming from your heart. The Guru says, Ji ki birtha hoye, if you have inner pain, if you have inner need and your distress, Ji ki birtha hoye, if you have inner disaster happening, something going wrong, Ji ki birtha hoye, so Gur pe Ardas kar. Do your prayer to Guru, do your Ardas to Guru. Hey, listen. Very powerful. The most powerful tool we have in Sikhi is Ardas. Don't ever underestimate the power of Ardas. It is said in history that Maharaj Jit Singh Ji, when he was going to, in battle, the Atal Darya would not let the army through. Did Ardas, and the Darya parted, and the army went through. If the water parted. So don't ever underestimate the power of Ardas. It's done with one mind and one thought. It works.
I was referring to, is that the only way of communicating to God, or is Ardas and set words?
Is it only way communicating? No. Ardas is has been composed by the Panth. The first body is from the Dasam Granth, Guru Gobind Singh's, and then the rest of it has been added by the Panth to standardize the Ardas for formality in terms of Gurdwara, Maryada and all that. But it still reminds of the 10 Gurus, all the great Gursikhs, all the Shaheeds. Right? It inspires us to be near Guru and God. And if we do it with concentration, you will feel blessed afterwards. So Ardas, in its formal form, is very powerful. You can't do just Ardas of one Shabad, or you can't just say a few words in Ardas of your own. मैं पापी हाँ, मैं निर्गुणी आ रहा हूँ, मैं मारा हूँ, फिर तेरा हूँ. Please bless me, please forgive me, मैंने माफ करना, कृपा करनी. You can say that. Till Ardas. It's not a formal one, it's your inner heart one. And you can do that all the time anyway. If you feel you want to be near Guru, you'll be probably doing that a lot anyway. The formal you do once in the morning after the train, once in the evening. The other one you can do anytime, anywhere, whatever you want to. And remember, your part is Ardas anyway. Every shabd you read, right, is Ardas. It's a Beinti. It's an enlightenment. probably ego.
Yeah.
Probably ego, we're masculine, we're more powerful, we're more stronger. Probably that's what makes them idiots really, because they think they're clever. They're not really. No, I think it's time that we matured and had an equal share with ladies and BBs as well. I think the other problem is BB don't really want to, because probably because they're busy with the children, probably busy with their housework and all that. Not many BB want to do it. There are certain BB who might find time. Probably retired BB who got daughter-in-laws being punished in houses, they do all houses. I'm going to go back to London now, whatever. But yeah, if sense were real, BB have a lot less time than men do, because they do very little around the house. Well, I'm talking about myself. I think the new generation probably has a lot more to do, because they're probably wise and sit, so you do half and I do half. So therefore, in that situation, I think they both deserve to be in the Gurdwara, because they're doing half the work. But I think the real reason is BB. I don't think many people really want to spend the time, because it takes a lot of time and effort as well. And if they do, I think they should be welcomed in the Gurdwara committee, not ignored or not deterred. They should be welcomed and say, yes, BB, yes, you should do, because they might have a better effect on some of the young girls, some of the Sanghas. They might have a better effect, or they could have a negative effect as well if they're really outspoken and nasty and backbiting. Then it could have the opposite effect. But it's up to BB to improve and really paint a good sick BB picture to the Sanghas. Yes.
I think there are more BBN here in the camp than men. I think BB can change that, but in defence of that, what I would say is Oxford will have 5 BBN in the committee, and the Muxia, who's put out is a BB as well. So you ladies can change it.
If you want to, you might not want to. I'm not going to say here, I should now go out tomorrow and attack the committee and say, hey, we're taking over. I won't say that for once. I say not to the youth. I'm saying this has to be a gradual change, and it has to be an accommodating change where they're happy as well. Because obviously they're used to their ego being blown up. You know, you take that away, they're going to feel a bit lost. So it has to happen gradually. And I think it will. I think it will. As we become more committed and more sort of and they want to run the Gurdwara. That's the other thing is, do they want to? Do they want the headache? They might not.
And they're better handling
from experience.
The worst situation.
I was reading one book, Sikhs in Britain, and it's written about the history of the Gurdwara and the Sikhs in Britain, and it's written there that every time there's been fights in the Gurdwara, it's mentioned a few cities, when Gurdwara now come out, the police have come in, he goes, the emergency committees were always women. So once the band there, Banga Buga Laka,
you know when in 84 Indira Gandhi was assassinated, I was the chairman or president of a federation of Sikh organizations. We had formed an organization of all the organizations Sikhs, because we couldn't get along anyway. So we got a federation formed saying, look, okay, we work under this umbrella. And they made me sort of spokesman or leader or whatever. And I was at work and a phone call came from the paper saying, what is your view on Indira Gandhi being assassinated? And I said, it's sad news. Sad that, it's come to this, but she did do something very, very bad. She should not have attacked the Golden Temple. And he wrote them views in the paper. And I got told off by the hotheads. How dare you celebrate her death? I said, for God's sake, what was your mother? You got to show some common sense. And those that celebrated with drinking in the streets and all that, they have no answer when the Sikhs got massacred in Delhi after she was killed. Because they said, some of them said, the Sikhs have celebrated our Prime Minister's death, we're going to punish them for it. I said, act with some common sense. She deserved what she got, but you don't overjoy it. But that's how people are.
And I think anybody attacked the Golden Temple, and all of us have the same feeling.
Yeah.
We should bear it.
But you don't bring the bottle of drink out, which you shouldn't drink anyway, and say, I'm celebrating it. Because all you're going to do is antagonize the other community who might have a different view on what you have. You say, okay, fair enough. Leave it at that. Otherwise, what you're showing is you're immature as well. Because Guruji says a good Sikh should not delight in somebody's death or punishment and say, or not be disheartened by his own punishment either.